Think of Michael Rasmussen.
I thought Ras started a bit slow, but I thought he got much better as the game went along. I thought he was doing the things he needs to do. I thought he was engaged. I thought he laid a big hit in the second period. He was strong in the puck. He's great around the net. He's got real good hands in that area. Got kind of blindsided hit in the third, didn't budge because he's a big man. As much as we talk about skating in this game today, size matters, boy, and he's a big man, so with a good set of hands. So I thought he had a good night.
Did you like that power play unit, especially as they got a few more reps?
Yeah, I did actually. I thought I like Larks on that side where he's walking down on his forehand side. He distributes better from there. He's got a real good shot from there. I think Ross does a good job net front. I think Bert's an extreme. I thought Bert was excellent tonight. I think Bert's an extremely smart hockey player, and then you have a weapon with Chalowski and a weapon over there with Mantha. So, I thought the second one was way better than the first one. The second 5-on-4 was way better than the first one. So hopefully we can keep taking steps with it.
Is it pretty much the team too, kind of slow start, but you guys kind of skated into it then later in the game?
We weren't very good early. Especially obviously real early. We weren't very good at all. I thought we got a little bit better as the first one line, but just fine, I thought, and then I thought obviously in the second we were really good. I'm not sure why. It's been a hard camp. Today we went for a long time. I thought as we got all four lines rolling, it helped us just because energy levels needed to be short and hard, just based on what's preceded this game.
What did you see from some of the young defensemen, Chalowski, Hickett's, Hardy today?
Actually, all three of those guys played good. I thought Hickett's was excellent. He's a bit of a gamer. I thought Cholo did a lot of things that Cholo's good at. He's really even keeled. Never looks like he's, I don't want to say trying, but never looks like he's skating too hard or anything. But that's what guys with poise lots of times look like. And made some good outlet passes. I think he's going to learn to close a little bit quicker. I thought Villy played real well. Villy jumps up in a play. I think Villy's in a good spot to have a real good year down in Grand Rapids and build on what was a real good prospects tournament.
Why did you flip Mantha and Applicator?
We just didn't have much going, and I just thought maybe we could flip those lines a little bit and just see how, if that got us going a little bit. It didn't work right away, but, we got scored on there early, but then I thought after that, it seemed to, for whatever reason, we had way more energy.
How'd you like your goal then?
Both guys were good.
You talk a lot about confidence. How much can it help a guy like, Michael is as even keeled as they come, it seems, but nonetheless to have a start like this?
Well, I think confidence matters to everybody in life, and certainly to young athletes trying to make their way into a new job and the biggest stage. So, I think anytime you can be in situations where you can build confidence can help you help you a lot as a player.
How important could a guy like Satiri be? I mean, you're probably going to need a third goalie at some point.
Well, I just think depth at every position is great. Extremely important. I saw Hardy over in the World Championships. I'm a fan. I think he's done a really good job. He played against us last year in Florida. I think he does a really good job. So I'm a big fan. I think he's had a great camp so far, and I think, as I said, depth is critically important. And we're going to need to have real good goaltending to be a successful hockey team. And I think we've got guys in place that I think can give us that.
What kind of scoring about the second year? The expectations go up. How's Rasmussen handling that?
I don't want to speak for him. I think part of what happens a little bit is expectations in our head goes up. As those people evaluating. I see it lots. I used to see it in college. You see it here, and so as our expectations go up, they don't always reach them then as much. When you're surprised a little bit the first year, everything's great. So it's harder to be good that second year, in my opinion, coming in. What I think he's done a good job of is just continuing to build as the camp's gone along. I think he would tell you he had a fine prospects tournament. He did nothing. He wasn't bad. He was fine. But I think he's continued to build as it went along. I also think the more it's a man's game, the more I think his skill set shines to a greater extent.
What makes you most excited about this team as it stands now, and maybe hope that it could be a better season than outside expectations?
Just the competitiveness from day one. We've worked them hard, and they've just kept working. There seems to be a lot of fight in our group and a lot of competitiveness, so we're going to have to keep, we talked about just out working, out competing, out detailing. We're just going to have to keep doing that. But I think the way they've answered the bell every day in terms of their work ethic and compete is what makes me excited right now.
with Cholowski, is there something about his personality that might translate to the way he plays, just being quiet and calm?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think, again, there's just different types of people, and he plays to his personality, and there's been some great defensemen in this league that have personalities like that are just, you know, I think with poised players, sometimes you get frustrated because there's not more jam, or there's not more outwardly emotion, or that. That's how some people are. They're just calm and poised, and nothing much bothers them, and they keep going, and there's huge advantages in that too. So, you know, I think he's a really good passer of the puck. I think he's got really good skill, and he seems to be playing at a pretty good confidence level. Now, you know, these games get harder, so let's keep watching and seeing how each guy does.